We got ourselves Chaz Windwalker ready to go. I'm loving that orange set. It looks so good from the Mage Tower. We got ourselves Dama ready to go do some Dama. We got locked out. Oh, I'm liking the green. Bishop gonna be first up versus, looks like Lockout as a Destruction versus a Retribution Paladin. We got us this Alessandra over for the team 1. We got us Liana as a Hunter. We got Huge Buttman going Frosty. And we got Woden playing that Survival Hunter. Bishop trying to see if he may be able to swing around the corner, but it's going to be Lockout catching him with a catch swing too of the Succubus into breaking his flesh cow shield. Just trying to see if he can blast him out with some chaos bolts. Bishop got himself a underwater Pepe. Is that like the Borealis Pepe, or is that the... What event is that for? I think it's Borealis. Lockdown trying to see if he can maybe drop down a bunch of chaos bolts over Bishop. Someone up a blasphemy. It's going to try to see if he can port around him. Does have a stun to follow. Bishop mania to bubble. Mad damage on this Warlock out of left field. Bishop trying to see if he can recover. Stun on all of these beds. Got him some wings just so he can heal. That's going to be Lockdown trying to see if he can port over. Stun onto the Warlock. Looks like he wants to just get a slow onto Bishop. Trying to go for a bit of a chaos bolt spree with flesh cuts blasted out. Able to blast out shield easily. Lockdown got himself the dark back. Standing by the gateway in case he needs to. Trying to see if he can pour Bishop out of the way. Looking to maybe get a cast off. Bishop does go for a quick lockout to interrupt him. But Lockout so far has had mad damage. Forced out a bubble out of the Paladin. Immediately broke through a flesh cuff momentarily. Gonna be a quick port to try to get away from him. Trying to keep slow zone to Bishop. It's gonna hit him with Succubus CC immediately. As the Paladin's trying to run out, gonna be a quick chaos bolt to follow. Let's see maybe a double combo for a chaos bolt. Looks like he wants to go for a couple incinerates to follow. This man could have the craziest combo right after. Cataclysm around the corner. Does Bishop get hit by it? I think he was not able to avoid it. Looks like Walkout with a Mortal Chaos Bolt right after. Does he have the double combo? Looks like he doesn't have it yet. Looks like he was trying to build up for it. Stun until locked out. Not much you can really do about it. Wall, but Bishop doesn't have wings to follow. He's trying to see if he can crack through the defense of the Warlock. That's going to be a quick... not wall, but it's gonna be, what is this? Oh my god, big blasphemy burst to follow with a soul runner after. Does he have any damage to follow? That blasphemy could just take it down. Bob right after, but it's all fire damage. You can't stop it. Got him some wings. Oh! Oh my goodness, this man is utilizing, what's that ability called? The circle of casting, right? That's what it is. Why does it, can you drop it down like quick? What's the casting him on the circle? Is it instant? It looked like it was a cast, and then you dropped it, and then you just got a big chaos bolt with a blasphemy, bunch of damage back to back. Just came out of left field. Locked out, absolutely just decimated that guy. Trying to see if he could drop down a couple rains of fire, build himself up with a bit of burst. The longer Heliana waits, the more of opportunity he gives to Lockout, to lock him down. With a couple of chaos bolts, let those big old globs devour him. Gonna be a root onto locked out. He sees that the bed gets locked out. It's gonna be a Mortal Blasphemy joining over to Heliana. Does drop down a full cast, but Mortal to follow. Does get himself quite a bit of defensive. Heliana trying to see if he can blast him out. Circle of casting up for a lockout. Trying to see if he can get a couple of chaos bolts back to back. Looks like he was able to get at least one. Fear onto Heliana with an immolate and yet another chaos bolt to follow. They're going to be mad chaos bolts with a board out for a lockout. Trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of survivability. Does he have a Warlock house? And looks like he's going to have to play it very, very defensively. Maybe even use a Succubus CC at some point. But I think this man may be in trouble. Kill shot to follow. Trying to give himself a bit more healing. Trying to go for a gateway. Does give himself blindness at the last second with a soul shape. Definitely needs himself a little bit of healing. 11 seconds left on that mortar coil. If he can survive long enough, he may be okay. Trying to see if he can avoid Heliana as best as he can. It looks like he has line of sight. Going to be Infernal coming in very, very soon. Mortal coil, potentially. Looks like he's setting up for some burst. Shadow Fury is going to take a bit of damage. Knows he needs to go for Mortal Coil immediately. That's going to be Infernal. Potentially Mortal Coil. Does catch the Hunter while he's laying on the ground playing coy. Chaos Bolt right after. Infernal adding bonus damage. Going to be a Turtle Shell to fall. Lockdown does have a Dark Pack very, very soon. Definitely wants to use it. Does have a Demonic Circle in case he wants to give himself a bit of a resetty. It looks like he may want to be able to do so. Rapid Fire Adam trying to see if he can get a Chaos Bolt. And it looks like he's going to back up out of it for a moment. And Heliana left with no help whatsoever. If Lockdown can just re-engage with him, keep him out in combat, not let him reset, he may be in a good spot. Dropping down another Infernal on top of Heliana. It's going to be a bonus pet with a Cataclysm. Oh! And then Infernal just comes up and slams the boy down. Oh my goodness. Woden gonna be up next. Lockdown just burned a lot of his offensive abilities. I don't know if this man got much in him left. Got himself a wall though, looking for a quick cast into Woden. It looks like it's gonna be the pet dotted up. Lockdown definitely needs to make sure he doesn't get locked out. Trinket immediately as a succubus CC hits Woden. Maybe Mortal Coil to keep him alive. Does give him a little bit of help to work with. Woden goes for feign death immediately. Gonna be locked out, trying to get a Chaos Bolt off. Woden just using all the mobility of a survival hunter just to keep himself mobile, not letting lockdown do much. It's gonna drop down a couple of grenades into his face. He's got that mobility compared to the Warlock who needs to cast all their spells. But with a Demonology Warlock, it may be a little bit different. Theodora is gonna try to see if he can lock down Woden with a Axe Toss while he sets up a gateway. This is where a lot of your pets can just do damage to Woden without you having to actually like do damage yourself. Just sending out Demon Doggers, getting a couple imps in there, you're good to go. Fleshcraft around the corner. Looks like Woden doesn't go too interrupted. Just trying to see if he can bust right through it, but it's a fresh new Fleshcraft. Theodora throwing down a Mortal Coil onto Woden. He got himself a fear to follow right after. Gonna be Woden. Looks like he was a break out of it immediately and it's gonna go for line of sight. Look at Manic Bandage, but the pet is switched. Pet is spinning right over to him. This way you need to get your Demon Doggers in as soon as possible. Has Theodora used Demon Dogs at all? Stun, gonna be Resonant right next to him. Could be pretty bad for the Warlock. Does pretty dark back, does damage. But I'm trying to see if he can board, maybe to catch up to Woden. The pet is still on the Hunter. He needs to find a way to peel the pet off and needs to find a way to DPS down. Theodora, wall is up for the Warlock. Does drop down a freezing trap on top immediately. Gonna be turtle jump for Theodora. Does get a fear onto the pet, but can he somehow recover? Looking for the drain life. But them grenades are just really just reversing any impact the drain life had. Quick stun onto the Hunter, but he does break the human racial. Quick muzzle onto that fear and take him down. Woden does not have any more ways to break out of CC though. He only had a way to break out of a stun, and that's all over. Woden does have a turtle next to Dama, and he just crying in front of him. He knows that there's not much he can really do to win. He has acceleration, potentially plays it very, very carefully with CC. He could do something, but that stun lock and the damage, not much he can really do about it. He just has to take the damage. Acceleration immediately, 30% dampen. It's going to be a Harpoon to follow him up. His Dam gets him with a stun, not tricking out of this. Well, then your last opportunity to get any kind of damage out, but I think it's over. I think it's lights out as Dama does wait it out until he's low up with a kill shot. Not much you can really do at the end. He tried his very best, but being able to lock it, but just watching your health while you're stun locked, there's no way to break out of the CC. There's nothing you can do. It's unrecoverable if the enemy is pulling any kind of, if the enemy is not pulling any punches at all, there's actually no way to recover it. Alessandro trying to play up to like a proper classic paladin minus the belt, but everything else looks very, very classic. Look at that full judgment set. I'm loving it. Got himself Shield of Vengeance as Dama. I think he's going to try to see if he can maybe play some guile around the Shield of Vengeance. Trying to see maybe if he can break it while being super far away from it. Going to be big hammers on Alessandro. I think it's a Kyrian Paladin looking to dispel himself of poisons and keep himself rolling with that healing and recovery. Got himself Seraphim procs, but the stunner around the corner. Alessandro could potentially trinket out of it. Doesn't play normal trinket, but does play the human racial. I think this man may be playing like a big Giga Dami build as a Retribution Paladin, which could have a big payoff. Dama goes immediately into Camo. Looking for that recovery as we hit that 20% damage, boys. 8 minutes into the duel. I'm loving how active everybody are, man. I'm loving how fast-paced the duel is going. Gotta be grenades thrown in by Dama. Just got himself plenty of free damage over to Alessandro. Got him dotted up on everything. Alessandro may be in a bit of trouble. The damage over time abilities are just rotting him down. Harpoon, trying to see if he can get an interrupt. I think Dama did not get the interrupt, but Alessandro, I don't know. Looks like he got himself locked down on them. Globus did not press a bubble, where he definitely should have pressed one. That's a forge. Gotta be a huge Buttman up next, charging out. He has to find a way to catch the Hunter. Just to find a way to just skip a Flame Shock on the pet as well. If you can keep the Flame Shock on the pet and the Hunter, you can probably get a lot of procs of Lava Burst. Light last on the Dama, has some pet stack, also holding on to a trinket in case things get really rough. Gonna be a stun huge, gonna be immediate trinket out of the Shaman, however. Mad Burst to the Dama, does sort of shell out no health. Has a Flame Shock on him most likely, but Fade Death most likely, I think removes it. My goodness, that was so much damage on the Shaman, there's no way. Lava Burst is all he needs. He's doing one more. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. That is so much damage. Shaz trying to see if maybe he can lock down Huge. Trying to avoid the knockback. Fist of Fury onto Huge. Wall immediately for the Shaman. May have to use everything defensively. He's going to try to go for a Hex with his Shaz. But there's only much he could do. Yep. With the touch of that, just kills him over the edge. Tips the boy over. Man, there was so much damn. I love the Destro. I love the Survival Hunter. I love the lava burst of Elemental Shaman in that game. There's so much that happened all at once. I love it. Boys, let's get another one going. Yeah, I think we got to get my man Gloosh versus that team, boys.